I'm Mike Mogus.
I'm Connor Oberst.
Jim James.
m.ward.
And we are
the Monsters of Folk.
Monsters of Folk.
Monsters of Folk.
You're monsters.
And you're watching Spinner.
Spinner.com.
Spinner.com.
I found it to be a nice thing to not be in charge or not feel the whole responsibility of, you know, trying to create a vision of your own, like to be able to have democracy and everyone's ideas like helping create the final product was, I mean, there's to extent I've done that in other projects, but not really to this level, so I found it nice, liberating, enjoyable, fantastic.
Yeah. I think we all found comfort in it and solace and beauty, peace of mind. I think we all know and like each other's music enough that we trust everybody's opinions, so we kind of all came in wanting opinions from everybody and wanting to kind of be free and easy with it. I mean, it was different for some songs. Since somebody would bring in a song, they would be the more of a captain, I guess, because they knew more about the song, bringing it in. But it was still pretty equally democratic, and everybody would give advice and say we should make this section longer or this section shorter, or ask each other questions about lyrics, or is this lyric good, is this lyric bad? Like just kind of knocking it around, so it wasn't so predetermined, I guess.
For me, like, I'm used to being in the studio with a lot of bands, because that's primarily one of my main gigs, I suppose, being an engineer, producer guy, and taking one of the things that I feel like I've learned throughout this project in a more grand way, I guess, is just the idea of open everybody's mind up and get them to let go of the reins and say, what do you think? And what are your ideas? The bass player that nobody ever listened to, have him voice it up, and it's kind of an inspiring thing to watch, when we got together and it worked for us.
Watching the way Jim works with just layers vocals and works with rhythms is really inspiring me. I knew it would be a record that, where the spirit of improvisation would be alive and well, and I think that is alive and well on the record, and I think that there's a lot of surprises on the record, and I think we're all excited for people to hear it.
I like it that it sounds sort of naive and professional at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, just because we all like playing the drums, and we made a point not to like, whatever, artificially like edit it to the point where it didn't sound like us playing, it's like loose, but just because of like, it's like we could do some things really good and like professionally, and then other things we couldn't, and somehow they
That's kind of why it sounds that way, though.
Right.
Why it sounds like kind of naive but still professional.
Yeah.
That's our slogan.
Naive.
I thought it was
naive professionals.